without him getting to see the entity.
Sorry that you didn't get to see. It is beautiful. So beautiful.
How about the whole not opening doors thing? Revelation 3:20. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come into him and eat with him, and he with me. And I hear you, I totally recognize the concern too. What about everyone taking their own lives? If this is a rapture situation, isn't that a cardinal sin of the church? Yeah, it is. Absolutely. However, this is possibly a rapture-like situation we're talking about. Maybe rapture rules are in effect. I mean, think about it. Typical depictions of the event are a bunch of bodies just kind of rising up to the heavens, but that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, does it? Maybe the real rapture is just those who are chosen answering the call to free their spirits by abandoning the flesh, and doing stuff like garbage truck hopping is the fastest way to do it. You may have also noticed the odd motif of pregnancy. You see it with Mallory, you see it with Olympia. Is it a coincidence then that when referring to the day of rapture, the Bible specifically refers to it coming on like labor pains to a pregnant woman? 1 Thessalonians chapter 1. Now you do not need to have anything written to you about times and dates, brothers, for you yourselves know very well that the day of the Lord will come like a thief in the night. When people say there is peace and security, destruction will strike them as suddenly as labor pains come to a pregnant woman, and they will not be able to escape. It's a weird coincidence, right? Now obviously there's an elephant in the room. Why would the blind be left behind during a rapture scenario? And yeah, the meek shall inherit the earth. I don't know, not a perfect theory. Like I said earlier, I don't think it's any one monster or one religious belief happening here. A rapturing Cthulhu, a literal octopus Jesus, is really the closest we can probably get. There's just a lot of weird specifications that this thing needs to fill, and in the end, it's really more like an original creation for the purposes of the story, which, I gotta say, is never a bad thing. What? People coming up with an original thought for a change? Go figure. And heck, at the very least, my explanation of an octopus Jesus today is way better than what they were gonna put in the movie. Yeah, that veiny reptile baby was an early version of the monster that got cut. I gotta admit, for as frustrating as not seeing the monster was, not seeing the monster was a whole heck of a lot better than that. But hey, that's just a theory. A film theory. And if you want to see more horrific film theory action, click the box to the right to see how to beat Michael Myers. Or if you want to see something that's a bit closer to home, check out our series on salad fingers. It's the creepiest animated thing that you're gonna see today. Now if you'll excuse me, I have a few more endings that I gotta get in Bandersnatch. I'll see you next week.